So I'm making this video today to let you guys know that I just took a massive L straight to the face, okay? This has to do with the new property that I was planning on buying for my next Airbnb deal, my project. By the way, right now we are at one of my students' Airbnbs in Hollywood, Florida. As you can tell, this area is freaking beautiful. It's amazing. He's got a quadplex. One of my students has a quadplex. He turned a couple of units into Airbnbs, and then the other two are going to be like stores and stuff for his yacht charter business. So it's really, really dope. But I want to make this quick video because obviously, like, there is lack of transparency that's going around online. Nobody really shares their losses when it comes to entrepreneurship, when it comes to business, when it comes to running real estate deals. And this video is a video to showcase and to show you guys the loss, the big loss that I just took. So for those of you who have been following me on Instagram for a while, you know that I've been looking at my fourth Airbnb that I've been looking to buy and purchase. The reason why I was looking to purchase another Airbnb is primarily because I wanted to grow my portfolio, but it had more so to do with the fact that I had recently sold a house in Maryland for around $330,000. And so I wanted to take those proceeds of that house that I had sold to move it into another asset, because under Section 1031 in the IRS, there is a section called the 1031 exchange, where you can take the proceeds of a previous sale on a house, like that money that you made from the house, and move it into another Airbnb. And if you do that within a certain time frame, Uncle Sam, also known as the IRS, will exempt you from paying taxes on that property. Okay, so the house that I sold in Maryland, I had like 45 days to locate another property, 90 days to close on it, or 90 days to get it under contract or something, and then I think 180 days to close on the property. So everything was going smooth. I sold that property. I hired a 1031 company to do the asset preservation of my next asset, and I located another property in Dallas, Texas, which was in West Dallas, near like Trinity Grove area in Dallas. And that area is phenomenal. Like, I have Airbnb arbitrages and other Airbnbs in that same neighborhood that are doing like $7,000 to $8,000 of revenue per month. And those houses that I have are arbitrages, so I sublease those from other homeowners. I don't even own them, and they're doing really, really high in profit margin. The reason is because West Dallas is just an up and coming area, and a lot of people are traveling to that area. And so I was like, perfect. Like, I actually do see myself owning asset here, and I was gonna buy a house. Sorry, there's like bugs everywhere. And then I was gonna end up buying that property. I found a really, really nice one that was a 2025 build. It had 2 rooftops. It had 2 master bedrooms. It was amazing. Like, all the bells, all the whistles, everything. So I went ahead with that process. I hired a title company. I hired an attorney to look over the deal. I hired a realtor. I hired everyone. And we were moving forward with the property, and everything was great. I just had signed the purchase agreement this past Sunday to move forward with it and close on the deal. And then I got it inspected. And that is when everything went to shit. Like, literally, that day, I got it inspected, which was a couple of days ago. It was on Tuesday. The inspection report came back bad. Like, it was really bad, okay? The roof had issues. There was issues. There was bubbles in the roof that weren't, like, sealed properly. So if it ever rains like this right now, the roof would have leaks in the future. The walls of the property weren't perfectly like in line and closed together, so that left room and an opening for moisture to get in, so that was going to cause like long-term like mold issues and possibly like foundational problems and just a few other things. Like, overall, the report that I paid like $500 to an inspector to inspect the property, and the report did not come back good. And I've bought new builds before. Like, I bought a new construction project in Washington, D.C. in 2024 for like $500,000, and then I bought a second new construction from a builder, a duplex, in that same year last year in 2024 for like $700,000. So like I have experience in buying new builds, and I'm actually doing a new build right now. I'm building a house right now. And so like the things that came back on that inspection report that I saw were not good. And you know, you guys might be thinking to yourself, well, Reed, why don't you just back out of the deal and go get another one? Well, I obviously did back out of the property. I did back out of the deal. The reason why I can't just go out and get another property is because I only had a certain amount of time to locate and find another house under that asset preservation clause under the 1031 exchange rule. So that kind of like ruined everything for me now, because now I don't have time to go get another property. And now the $60,000 or $70,000 that we netted from the proceeds from when we sold that house for around $330,000 in Maryland, I now have to pay taxes on. Okay, that gain, that variance, that gain that I made on that house, I now have to pay taxes on. So it sucks. One thing that I learned was to obviously move faster, and this is really the importance of like just speed in business, is you need to move urgently with everything. And it would have been better if I had located multiple properties instead of just one property to close on. So I definitely learned my lesson there. So it's, yeah, I mean, it's just something that you just take to the chin, and these are like the L's that you have to take, and you have to keep it pushing, because if you let these things bother you, then that's how you kind of get set back. Like I've had a business setback, but mentally, like I'm stronger than ever, because I know that I'm going to rebound from this. I'm going to go get another deal and another deal. I'm going to grow my portfolio, and I'm building a $2 million project right now. I'm still focusing on. I still have hundreds of other deals that I'm focusing on for my students. So these are times where, like, you know, your mental health is everything, and how you talk to yourself and how you treat yourself is everything, because a lot of people would be upset about this and down about it, but it happens. I mean, shit happens, life happens all the time. The only true thing that you can control in your life is how you respond to a crisis, or how you respond to a certain situation. Okay, so my response to this was pretty positive. Like I didn't let myself sulk around and be sad about this for more than a couple hours. After that, I was like back into normal mode. I was like, okay, we need to back out of this deal. I need to go back and tell the title company to cancel out. Then I need to move on and look for other properties and look for other projects. Like, it was very simple, right? So quick reminder that even me, right, someone who's been in the business for 5 years, I've been doing this for half a decade, like even people like me who are experienced do take L's, and L's are normal, and it's a part of the process, because I learned something that I'm not going to do again, and it's a mistake that I've recovered from that I won't go back to in the future. And then that's how you proceed and move forward as a business owner, as an entrepreneur. So hope that helps. I am not buying this project anymore, so it is what it is, but we are going down to the next deal, and we're gonna chill. We're gonna have a good time. I'm in Hollywood right now. We are meeting up with a couple other Airbnb coaches, and people who are in the Airbnb space. We have dinner with them tonight, so it's gonna be a dope night in Miami. And on the bright hand, by the way, I didn't mention this, but I just put down a deposit for my next supercar. I've actually never bought a supercar before, so I'm gonna let y'all guess what it is. But I just put a deposit down on my next supercar that I'm gonna add to my fleet. So went from defaulting on an asset to putting a deposit down on a liability. But happy Friday, everyone. Just wanted to make this video to let you know that even I am not perfect, and we all fuck up and we all make mistakes. Let's get it. Hope this helps. On to the next video.